Oh, did it just start going? I guess YouTube's thing has changed. Whoa, okay. I hit start streaming on OBS and it was like, okay, here I go. Alright, neato. Hello to anybody who's here already, if anybody's here already. I'm gonna do what I usually do, link things up. Put it on. Oh, whoa. There's not much of a lag. Okay, cool. Hello, Cal. Welcome. I'm gonna post this on Twitter. Thanks for coming, even though I'm starting an hour late. The only reason I had to start an hour late is because we were doing laundry. And laundry, when it's not at the laundromat, takes forever. Because the laundromat, it takes like an hour to get everything done. But when you're using only one washer and dryer at a house, it doesn't work quite as well. What sounds better, goat cat or cat goat? Cat goat. Cute cat goat. Oh. Okay, now I'm gonna post that in announcements. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay, that's all done. I wrote down like what I need to talk about because I keep forgetting how to start streaming. Oh, music. Oh, there's no music. Hang on, first of all, let me pop out the chat. Welcome, Tazara. Gat. Goat. Coat. I'm glad you like Silas's hand. I'm really proud of that hand. I'm really proud of this Silas in general. Like, the proportions actually turned out really good. And, well, except for that arm there, that is way too long. I might just stretch out the torso a bit. Oh. Get. Okay. Also, I need to make that smaller so I can see the chat. Cool. Yeah, I'm having this problem lately in my art where I either make I make the torso too small. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Is it reading my cursor? I don't know. In any case, I can just use some indicators. So I'll make the torso too small, and then I'll make the arms too long. Because let's talk about proportions for just a minute before I get into my stream spiel. Because I know if I don't talk about it now, I'm just gonna lose this. I'm just gonna lose it. So let's talk about proportions. So when the arm is resting at your side, right? If you just rest your arms like by your sides, straight down. So the wrist is about groin level, right? And then the hand's like right here. If you look at this, here's the elbow. Here's the arm. That's how far the arm would go. If it went down, that's unacceptable. I have this problem. It's a bad problem. And I can even bring up some of my character Lunith that I just recently designed. Where's Lunith? H-I-J Okay, Lunas. So this is the first pose I drew them in. I did the same exact thing. Their hands go past their knees. I don't know what my problem is, man. I just like drawing really long legs. Which is funny, because Silas's legs aren't even that long in this. And the torso looks okay. I think the arm is just too big. Anyway. Your hands nearly reach your knees? Really? Hang on, I need to stand up. Your fingertips will sometimes like nearly reach your knees. So like if you your wrist is about like groin level. I don't know why I have to say groin level. That seems really lewd. It seems it's a what's the word? It's a crude way to remember it, but it's how I remember it. I'm like, well, in this case, I might as well delete these since I'm not gonna redo this, but I'm going to use the transform tool because it's my friend. Mine reach my middle thigh when I'm stretching the furthest. Tiny T-Rex arms and tiny baby hands. No, that's about normal. Your fingertips are about like would reach about like mid-thigh. So you got it right. Before I start my spiel, I'm gonna do my tradition. Hopefully this won't go all over my tablet, but are you ready for this? Oh, come on. There we go. Let's go. Cracking open a cold one. Got this. Oh, I don't know why, but my brain was like, I want this to be pineapple flavored, and it's not, it's cream soda. I don't know why my brain was like, time for some pineapple, and I'm like, cream pineapple soda would be good, actually. Oh, like Dole Whip soda. Oh. Anyway, wait, how's everybody doing? Drinking soda you have to share with the class. I will. Here, have some soda. I never have soda. This is usually my only time I have soda is when I occasionally do this tradition. I don't really like soda. Cream soda is pretty good. It's got a simple flavor. Big sippy. But yeah, how are you guys? How are you guys doing? Ugh. In my stream layout thing, that's the first thing it tells me to do, and it also has like a little thing that says introduce case, but case is asleep. I'm trying to. I keep being too loud. Napping. Drinking ting. I'm alright. I've been listening to the neighbors have a loud rave birthday party since 8 this morning. Whoa! That sounds annoying, but also like, what a great time. Having a rave birthday party since 8 this morning. That's insane. It's so late now. Oh! Ooh! Grapefruit soda. Have you ever had peanut punch? Yeah, it would be if it weren't. Yeah, you're right. I'm hoping in the UK you guys are doing better than the US because oh my god. But have either of you, has anybody in the chat ever had peanut punch? Because I've been craving that so much. I know Cal, I know you wouldn't like it because it's peanut butter. But you literally put some peanut butter and your milk of choice. You can even put like heavy cream or like evaporated milk. Maybe a little nutmeg, maybe a little cinnamon. Your choice. Your choice. Oh, I thought that was Tazza was saying they didn't like peanut butter either. Yeah, peanut punch, you just blend together milk and peanut butter basically. And that sounds disgusting, but it's frothy and delicious. And I need to bring it, hang on. I need to bring up a picture. Peanut punch. Oh. Oh, okay. Full screen. Peanut punch. Look at this frothy, delicious drink. Oh my god. It's just... See, I just thought of it because I think it's Jamaican. Yeah, it's Jamaican. But it's like, I think it's widely just popular in the Caribbean in general. My stepmom is Trinidadian, and she used to make peanut punch for me and my brother when we were younger. Occasionally, not too much, but I just remember every time I had it, I was just like, oh, it's thick and frothy. Delicious drink. You could put rum with it. I haven't had rum with it yet. Rum and peanut butter just sounds like a good time. But that was my tangent I had to go on before getting into it. Oh, I hate banana. Oh, I hate fake banana flavor. Sounds disgusting because it is. No, listen, peanut butter is delicious. Peanut butter, I recently learned that peanut butter, I thought there was like a more delicate process to make peanut butter. I thought there were more ingredients involved. No, it's just peanuts and salt. And you just blend it and it makes peanut butter. And all that oil, it's in the peanuts and it separates. I mean, if you get like, natural peanut butter, yes. It's not a wrong opinion. That doesn't make any sense. You can't have a wrong opinion. It's an opinion. Opinions aren't wrong or right. It's just how I feel. Listen, I used to hate peanut butter, but even when I hated peanut butter, I liked the peanut butter punch. I loved it. It was good. Peanut butter punch. Delicious, frothy goodness. Oh god. Today's been a sugary day. It's been making me, I was about to say sick, which is true, but it's also been making me, like, wired, which is good. I need that wiredness for the stream. Oh, so Patreon things happening. So there were 5 slots for the NPC cameo. Right? Also, hello Sylvia, welcome. There are 5 slots for the NPC cameo thing. I got 4 of the NPCs done. I have 1 more to go. Once I'm done with that NPC, which I plan on getting that done, actually, I'm going to try to get that done today, after the stream. Maybe, like, before dinner, maybe after dinner, who knows? Doesn't matter. I'm going to try to get that done today. Probably have a speed draw up of it. And then all 5 of the NPC cameos will be complete. I have said a few times, at least within the Discord, not really so much on Twitter, I've let people know that I found 3 more spots that I can put NPCs in. And so once those 5 are done, I'm going to open up 3 more slots. 3 more people can get their characters into mixed feelings, chimerified, unless they're already chimeras, which one of the characters is, which is really cool. But I'm going to reopen those on the 9th. I'm going to try to open, on the 9th, I'm going to reopen the NPC cameo tier. 3 slots. Here's a little bit about that. So, all these other NPC tiers, they kind of had their own separate sprite, and they were all like the age that those characters were. The thing about this is it's a flashback of when Peri and Silas were in school. So they're younger. So if your character is an adult, they will be a younger version. They're also going to be a bully. So I'm sorry. You don't have any choice. Because this is the only place I have left for an NPC. So, for anybody in my, I'm going to announce this first in my Discord, and chances are, as soon as I announce this, within the hour, these slots are going to be taken. I did not expect these slots, the first 5 slots, to be taken so quickly. So, those first 5 slots went away really fast. I'm expecting the next 3 to go away real fast. So, that's what's happening. The 9th. Not sure what time. I will aim for like a time that's reasonable for everybody. Maybe midday for me. Like noon-ish. You scrambled to make that slot. Yeah, you and Sky were like asleep when I posted that, and then you both woke up and were like, oh! Yeah, Cal's NPC turned out real cool. I'm excited because once all the NPCs are done, I'm going to make another end card where they're all lined up for my videos. So that it'll be like your own cameo tier, but you're a full like NPC. It'll be neat. It'll be cool. I'm excited. So that's what's happening there. And just a reminder with the milestone. The next milestone is going to be 40 patrons. We're at 30 patrons right now. And I think technically we're at 31. But anyway, the next milestone is going to be 40 patrons. And when we reach 40 patrons, I'm going to start doing like a loot crate kind of deal. Depending on like what I'm working on at the moment. Like, for example, if we made 40 patrons around this time of year, the loot crate would be mixed feelings based. You could pick like your preference, your like size for your shirts. It'll have things like shirts, mugs, maybe even like specific tees, as in t-shirts, keychains. You can like pick your preference of character if you have one, depending on what's going on. And that kind of deal. Loot crates, maybe seasonal, maybe whenever something gets released. We'll see. Hopefully seasonal. I want to do something like that, so it's like a regular thing. Whenever the season turns over, it's like, bam. So that's our goal. Before fall. Or by fall, let's get to 40 patrons. Let's do it. We can do it. Okay. And the other thing I was gonna do, there's fan art that I keep forgetting to show. So I'm gonna switch over to full screen, showcase some fan art. Motawa in my Discord drew Silas with the character Kaleido, who's also a chimera, and I love it. I diagnose you with baby. Silas is also a baby, but Kaleido's apparently like 3 feet tall. Silas is not that small. Oh no! And King drew this member of the Silas Snaketail fan club. Everybody loves Silas's Snaketail. Everybody loves them. Oh! Ah! 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 Okay, I'm sorry. I got excited. I'm gonna jump to this. I don't know if I can make this full screen. Yeah, I can. So, I don't know if everybody's seen. Oh man, this is the old sprite. You can see. Oh, anyway. There was an April Fool's video, and my friend Soul made this. Got your message about emergency meeting. What's it all about? Well, I called you all here to talk about social distancing. You had us meet in person to discuss what now? So Soul actually like did coded in a scene, and that made me so happy. So if you're on the gamer tier, you can download the game, you can mess with the code, and you could probably you could see like backgrounds and sprites that haven't been used yet. Oh, here's a Peri that Soul also did, pixel art. Oh, I love them. I love them. I love Soul and also Peri. Anyway, that was the fan art time. So tonight I'm gonna be fixing this Silas. Also, I'm gonna play music. Speaking of Silas, I have Silas's theme. Oh wow, that's so loud. I'm sorry. Let's turn it down. Finished. That one pick of Bart where he's waking up disoriented in school on the desk. Peri's the best. I should like to hold their hand. So Silas's theme is a redone version of Battle Cry. Because I was listening to Battle Cry is one of the songs of Cases that I've never really listened to that much. And I used it for like a speed draw recently, and listening to it I was like, well gee, this sounds very Silas. Cool. Okay. Let's see. And there's a sick of it motif. I love that addition. I don't know. Is there torso too? Man, I don't know. This song fits them so well though. Listened to Case's entire band camp discography today while playing Warframe. It kept me company while Sentience jump scared me. God. You know. I never played Warframe. Is it like a shooter? That's all. Oh, it started over. Whoops. You know, I should probably just start. It always starts with perfect. Oh man. I don't know if you were here Sylvia when I opened this and I was like, oh my god, the proportions are bad. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna fix these first. Basically, you're a ninja in space. You can shoot guns. There's also staffs and bows and swords, and you collect a bunch of stuff to make new stuff, and the story is super cool. That's interesting. You go through a futuristic Milky Way as well as the void. Nice. I know Tamara's in it. She's like an AI voice. That's pretty cool. Okay. Their torso has been longified. All those free-to-play games, they're so sneaky. They are so sneaky. Crash Team Racing is so sneaky. Like Nitro Fueled, the remake, because they have a store. And Wampa coins, which you use to spend in the store, are like you get them in races and stuff. But say you just race like against the AI and stuff, it gives you like 50 coins, and most items are like 2,500 coins, and you can rack that up after a few days, and then when you see something in the store that you really want, you can buy it. Sure. But then like compare that to online play. They multiply your coins by 5. And also on the weekends, they multiply that by 2. So they encourage you to play online, especially on the weekends. But you can only play online if you have a PlayStation Plus membership. That's how they get you. Okay, I need to do some science here. I need to do some math. Let's see. Is that about right? Actually. Okay, I think that's about right. Yeah. Oh. I love the transform tool more than life itself. I have used the transform tool in front of artists who have been drawing digitally for years. And they see me do that and they're like, how'd you do that? And I'm like, honey, this is what digital art's all about. making things easier. I've known too many people who treat digital art like it's traditional. Like redraw things when they could just transform it. I mean, as you can see, it's not just as easy as doing that. I have to clean it up a bit to make it look natural, but technology is amazing. You can totally use transform and make your proportions look right. Silas doesn't have nearly as much cake now, though. Where'd the cake go? It's fine, they don't need cake. It's my favorite saying. Calling like Big Butts cake. We did it. We did it, lads. They're restored. Cake rights denied, just like Pyramid Head. Just like Snake. That's what you get. I've wanted to do this. Like ref sheets for all the characters because they're like mixtures of animals, and I just think it would just be interesting to see all of that. But since they wear clothes, you don't see all of the design, so I'm like, bah. My son was thick. Pyramid Head was thick. Pyramid Head's your son? Thick. Oh wait. Did you mean snake? They almost make an Ouroboros. Oh no. I'm getting rid of one. Okay. I think I talked about this last time. I don't know if everybody was here. The trick to ref sheets is you just copy and flip. Then you magic wand everything outside. And then you go invert selected area. And then you go shrink selected area. And then you do 8 pixels, or whatever pixel the outside line art is. And then you go boop. And now you draw the back. I usually do a sketch layer first. And sometimes there's little tiny details that they still make it through, and it's annoying. Black magic. Yeah. I want you all to know tips and tricks. Make your life easier. Utilize the digital aspect of your digital art. It honestly made my life so much easier. And I started just utilizing the magic wand tool so much. So much more. What song is this? I don't know this song. Is this imposter? Yes. Okay. I know my partner's music. I know the music. I used to play this game with my dad. We listened to like an absurd amount of game music before it was like commonplace to like listen to game music, because like nowadays you can just go on YouTube and bam, there's music. The way we would listen to game music is we would go into a game, turn all the sound off, and just kind of stand in a safe spot and then record the music through the computer and then make it into an MP3 and put it on iTunes. That's how we would get game music. That or LimeWire. I just dated that story so much. Anyway, we had so much game music from like Ratchet and Clank, Kingdom Hearts, Castlevania, heckin' Lunar RPG that I was really into. I was like 8. But my dad would put his iPod on shuffle and hook it into the car. And, oh, Katamari was a big one too. I'd hook it into the car and just go through all the video game music and be like, okay, guess what game this is. And I would guess what game it was from like the first few seconds. Or first second even. And he was always like, how do you do that? That's what we should do. Whoever guesses the song first wins a prize. And I can shut up for it. That'd be funny if the next song was Shut Up. Oh, I have no idea. Wait. What's the song? This might be C'est La Vie, because that's one of them I don't really listen to. I shouldn't be guessing, it should be you all guessing. Oh, I'm dumb. I just looked at what it was. To be honest, unless it's etc. River stuff, I probably recognize these instrumentals more than from your streams than anything, not gonna lie. I see. Y'all gotta start studying. Maybe I can actually do that, like start giving out gifts. Cal got it. No, you got you gotta compete. Fierce competition. Oh no, I accidentally put it on the wrong layer. It's fine. Okay, no, never mind. Silas still has cake. Why is one leg thicker? Oh, sorrow. It doesn't look thicker over there. Does it if I flip it? Yeah. You know what? I'll just change it over here. Hang on. Stump. Sometimes, especially the legs, with this trick, especially if they're digitigrade legs, will look a little funky when you do this trick. So sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands. Ugh. No, Facebook. Uh-oh, new song. New song. Oh, I know this one. Cal got it. It's my favorite for a long time. So quick. I'm glad this is showing me how much the lag is. Not that bad. I'm gonna have to edit these peats. Makes them look more natural from the back. There we go. Also like to do this. That's where the sneak go. Am I gonna get demonetized for drawing a butt on stream? I used to want to play the guessing music game with my brother, but he was so bad at it that it was never fun. I would get the Final Fantasy soundtrack, Final Fantasy 7. Be like, whose theme is this? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, fine. Be that way. I'm like, just guess. Whose theme does it sound like? Oh, yeah, I just remembered. So me and my friend Elliot kind of recently started this tradition. But, hang on. Saturday is like volunteer day. for the theater. And when we're done, I like to play a game. I wanted to show them Resident Evil 2. Because me and Elliot, we both like horror. But it's interesting because so loud. We have very different tastes in horror. You're right, it is a mistake. So I really like Eastern style horror, Japanese style horror, especially. And they really like American style horror with jump scares and stuff. Interesting thing about Resident Evil, and Silent Hill actually, but it's still really Japanese, is Resident Evil was made specifically for America. To be sold in America, to be marketed toward Americans. What just happened? Oh, okay. So, the style of horror in Resident Evil is, it still has its moments that are pretty like Japanese style horror, but it's still very American. It has a lot of jump scares, not a lot, but most of the horror in it is like, oh no, there's a zombie around the corner, you know? And I was like, well, Elliot would really like this. I think this is more Elliot's speed. It was. We just finished it last Saturday. Resident Evil 2 remake is very good. It's very good. It's so scary. Mr. X is so scary. Like, oh. Like, here, you want to play an old style horror game where you have to do puzzles and go from this place to the other and traverse this map? But now you're also playing Slender at the same time, except it's not Slender Man, who isn't scary at all. It's this just big man who's just after you. It's just big man in a trench coat who's just after you with a purpose. He is actually after you with a purpose, but he also is just, you know when somebody's like power walking towards something with purpose? That's how he walks. It's scary. He's big. This is spring cleaning. It's being a Fab at Night simulator. You know, you're not wrong. Okay. I guess I should go more into detail with Mr. X. So, you know how Slender, it's basically as you continue with the game. I'm gonna take this earbud out of my ear so I can focus better. Slender gets faster and faster, and you can't slow down because he'll get you. Or Slender Man. You will never not win this song game. You're right. You will win every time. Gosh, I was talking about Mr. X. So, Mr. X is this big Thanos-looking man in a trench coat. He has a fedora too. He has a hat. Where in the heck is the final Silas picture? There, it said he. There they are. So, Thanos looking man, he's huge, he's like twice your size. And when you first encounter him, he just grabs this crashed helicopter, moves it out of the way, and starts power walking toward you. This giant man. You're like, oh, what do I do? So you shoot him, right? Does nothing. He does not even like react. He is a bullet sponge. Mr. Yule Log Chin. Who's Mr. What are you talking about? What in the world? Oh. I'm like, where's the break in the line? Right here, you dummy. Like the cake. Something about characters that walk around a map and can run into you. And once they run into you, you're doomed, basically. Scares me. It's so scary. One thing in... Okay. Let me finish my explanation of Mr. X before I go off on a tangent. Let me listen. It is when hell freezes over. I don't remember. Well, that was one of my first songs I heard of Cases. It's good. I like it. So this guy, the gameplay in Resident Evil, at least the original ones, is basically going around a big, like in the first game it was a mansion, in the second game it's a big police station that used to be a museum, so it's kind of weirdly laid out. And so you have to solve all these puzzles. You have to pick up a medallion, and you put the medallion in this thing, and you have to pick this up, and then you crank that, and then it's kind of like a Metroidvania game in a weird way, but it's puzzles. It's just puzzles, you know? And I love it. I love the old style of horror games. So doing that with some zombies here and there is like, sometimes you jump and you're like, oh no, zombie. And it's scary. But sometimes it's like kind of relaxing, you know? You're like, oh heck yeah, time to go do some puzzles. And occasionally get like spooked by a zombie coming out. And it's no big deal. And you can take your time most of the time. Frickin' guess again. Because once Mr. X is in the fray, he is just after you continuously. See, I thought he was just laser targeted toward you when I first played it, and that scared me more. Turns out the AI is actively searching for you. So you can be in the same room as him, and as long as he doesn't see you, he won't go after you. So you can hide behind something, which I did a few times. Oh man, he's so scary though. Trying to figure out exactly how this works. This is the interesting and confusing part simultaneously. So yeah, Mr. X, scary. He's scary. But there's another. So that kind of like gameplay really scares me when there are like enemies that are continuously after you, especially ones that can't die. Ones that are just invincible. Scares me so much. Which is why I've never played Silent Hill 4. I love it. I love the story. I can't play it because the main enemies in the game. Okay, I feel like I've talked about this during stream before, but I need to talk about it because it's relevant. So, the structure of Silent Hill 4 is very interesting, if not repetitive. And there we go. So you kind of like go through these different areas, and once you get like near the end of these areas, these enemies, their technical name is the victims. But a lot of people call them ghosts. Oh, this is gonna look real interesting. Okay. So they are these enemies that kind of look like zombies. Except they float like a ghost. And as you get far enough in a level, they start coming after you, and they have a sound that they make, which is just kind of like a moan. So you hear it in the distance, you hear the oh, basically. And then you know what's happening. Oh, they got two colored butt cheeks. I'm sorry. So you hear that, and then you hear kind of like what it sounds like when your ears start ringing, and then the screen gets really staticky, and then you know they're after you, and it's horrifying. The thing is, they can just float after you. They're about the same speed as you, maybe a little slower. They can't die. You can knock them down on the ground and get some distance between the two of you. And it's weird. I don't know why this kind of freaks me out. But when you knock them down, that ringing stops and the static goes away for a second. But then when they start getting back up, you hear the ringing come back. And so you go through the rest of the level like being chased by these ghosts. And so scary thing is, when you leave an area and go to the next screen, you know, they can go through walls. They're ghosts. And it's creepy, because this is what kind of makes the distance between you and the ghost is it's not, they don't just go bloop, like phase through the wall. They kind of like crawl through the wall. It's, oh, I hate them. But that's not all, folks. That's not the only enemy. That's invincible. See, here's the other thing, is you can, there are these swords, there are like 3 swords called like Swords of Obedience. And what they do is you can knock a ghost on the ground and then stab them into the ground, and they just kind of gurgle there for a bit. And you can get what you need done in that room, and then pull the sword out and leave and run away. Oh, I don't have my earbud in. I'm sorry. So it is. You're right. But you only get a few of these swords. I feel like, I could be wrong, I feel like they break after a bit, which is evil. But there's at least that. There's that saving grace. But it's, like I said, they're not the only enemy that is invincible and chases you. The main villain in the game, halfway through the game, becomes an enemy, like Mr. X. Except he's actually laser targeted towards you. And the thing is, you'll be just like having a good time, going through a level, solving puzzles, and you go through a door, you hear the door like open and then close between screens. You go a little bit, and then you hear the door open again, and you're like, oh no. You'll hear it open and close, and it's like, and you're like, there's Walter. There he is. The man himself. And the worst thing is when you hear the door open and close, and then you hear him laugh, and then you hear a chainsaw, and then you're like, oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's the worst. Oh, it's bad. Do you ever regret a design decision? Because now like, I think it's cool that this arm, it starts orange and this arm starts black. But then, like, where does this end? I don't like it. It's honestly so much scarier than Mr. X, because like Mr. X is an entity you can reasonably separate from reality. Walter's just a guy. You can reasonably meet a guy like that. Yeah, Walter's also, I mean, spoilers, he's a ghost. It's not really spoilers. You kind of know that from the get-go. If the AI was smarter in Silent Hill 4. Subtly shifting for a pattern. Oh, the original design for Silas. I wonder if I still have this somewhere. It was a lot more intricate. Yeah. So, like, there were stripes involved that looked kind of like neato. Man, I do like this design a lot better. This is a better silhouette. They didn't change much, though. Excuse me. That was small. I don't know if anybody really heard that. Doesn't matter.
It's my stream, I'll burp if I wanna.
I had a friend who hated it whenever I burped. She gets so mad at me. I'm like, it's fine. I mean, now I'm way more polite. I used to just go for it and then not say excuse me, which is rude. Oh, I burped. I was kind of raised where, like, my family didn't really care. Oh, wait, hang on, let me see. Oh, I love this one. Okay. Yeah, you got it. Just vibing. I can turn up the music. I don't know what else to talk about unless somebody sparks my brain. Silas's original name was Cyrus, and then somehow turned into Silas. Hello.
Silent the cat.
How dare you? Nobody likes moon pie. Nobody asks for moon pie. She's here. Also, Case is here.
Hello.
We've been playing a game where so I'm listening to instrumental versions of your music,
Yeah.
and whoever can, like, everybody's been trying to guess, or it's only been Cal so far.
Oh my god. Like which song it is?
Yeah.
I feel like that wouldn't be that difficult.
Well, like, Cal's been guessing, like, immediately. Some of them are hard. I mean, it'd be easy for you because you made them all.
Yeah. But I mean, like, they also have totally, like, most of them have, like, totally different instruments and stuff.
It's true.
So.
Welcome back. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Most likely gonna fold my memory.
Fold.
Pop my computer down.
Hell yeah. Is it sleep? You knew that one too. Sylvia, you gotta get good. It's your music game. thinking about making a snake butt ka-chow. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let's not do that. Oh, have I ever mentioned that Silas's snake tail is also a chimera snake? Silas is a chimera cat with a chimera snake tail. I can't do more than one thing at once. I gotta be poised with me fingers over the board, I'm telling you. I gotta do the butt. Gotta do the cake. Do I get demonetized for saying butt? That'd be funny. There's some weird words you can get demonetized for. Fagover song. Oh, this looks cute. Okay, I'm wondering. Yeah, okay. Say cake anyway. That reminds me, speaking of cake, the meme that was going on for like a week, where you cut into cake to something and it's a cake. I was gonna do a Silent Hill meme of that because there's a dog. Every game has a dog enemy. Third game's dog enemy. It has like a sideways mouth open thing, and I was gonna edit it so it was cake inside. I love that meme. Why is sleep so long? Sleep is such a long song. Stickbug is a great meme. I feel bad for anybody who's like afraid of bugs, but how can you be afraid of Stickbug? You can't. It's just, he's good. He's just doing a jig. Sleep is like 6 minutes. That reminds me, I saw a bug today. I saw many bugs today. But I saw a bug today. It was a caterpillar. It had a red face, and its antennas looked like horns, and it was white and fluffy, and it had like a black tail. Talk about that caterpillar.
Yeah.
It was so good.
It looked like a pipe cleaner.
Yeah.
Red bead for a head. Had like black horns and a tail.
Yeah. It was sick. It turned into a moth. Not while I was looking at it, but that'd be funny. If while I was looking at it, it just suddenly like...
We would have had to be there for like a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to do laundry and got stuck in a time loop for a week.
Yeah.
Watching a caterpillar become a moth.
Yeah.
We did see a caterpillar pupate that one time at the garden.
Yeah, I forgot to look for it.
Eating a bunch of leaves.
Yeah. It was probably already changed into a butterfly.
Yeah.
It was so big. Wait.
Trivia for the chat. So, do you know what happens inside of a pupa when, like, the caterpillar is turning into a butterfly? Do you know what, like, the middle state is? Because it's, like, fascinating.
I know what happens, but I want the chat to decide. Sylvia knows. They melt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They digest themselves back into goo, and then they reform themselves as a completely new animal.
But they still like are the same. They still work like.
Yeah, like
It's crazy.
The DNA that is working is the same. Or is it? Maybe caterpillars are symbiotic parasites. Think about that.
Oh,
That'd be crazy.
that would be crazy.
Imagine a novel from the point of view of one half of that equation. Like, but sentient.
God,
Bugland.
Bugland. That good old primordial soup microcosm. Yeah. I know too much about bugs. My brother wanted to be what is that word? Entomologist?
Yeah.
He wanted to be an entomologist when he was a kid. And he was like super into bugs. And then that just made me also super into bugs. Also, I've perpetually been in the state of, not perpetually. As a kid, I was like in the state of like, I can't do anything girly. I have to do the things that aren't girly. And so I liked bugs. And I played with bugs. Love bugs. Which is also a kind of bug. Right, the warrior cats of caterpillars. No. One of my dating sim ideas before Mixed Feelings was I wanted to make anthro bug people that you could date. Still thinking about it. We'll see. I want to make like a red wall, but with bugs. Are you messing with my Amazon box, Moon Pie? Oh, what's the song? Hang on. I know what song this is. Finally, your time to shine. No, Cal! Cal is too powerful. I'm glad you have good sportsmanship, Sylvia.
What the fuck am I gonna go to therapy for? So I can pay money just for some bitch to tell me I'm gay? Find out I'm gay and in the closet? To help me discover that deep down I'm a gay ass homosexual man? LMAO, pass. Miss me with that shit. I am straight. I am straight.
God. Whoa. Pie noises. Yeah. One time my friend saw my blog and I still viscerally remember this to this day. An exact quote. Whoa, Sylvia, am I barking up the wrong tree here? Are you gay? And I said no. And I thought that was true. Shaking my head. I have friends who knew. I have friends who knew I wasn't straight since I was like 8. Like I came out when I was like 14. And they were like, yeah? someone I knew in high school apparently knew I was trans before I did. I came out to her and she was like, "Oh yeah, I had an inkling." Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure both my parents asked me if I was gay before I came out to them. This is Bite Me. You are right. Okay, maybe.
There's trivia about Bite Me.
Yeah.
That song was sitting around, done, before So Far came out.
God.
It was like, in like 2015 or whatever, I was trying to figure out what the fuck the Jacqueline song would be, or sound would be. That was the first thing I came up with.
Still one of my favorites. See, my mom told me this story when I was like 15 and like I was officially out. Where when I was like 11, she was having a conversation with her friend and they were like, her friend had just had a baby and they were talking about, like, I think there's some like weird stuff that was going on about like gay rights or something, and she was like expressing like, oh, I'm afraid, like, what if my son like turns out gay and that would be harder for him. And my mom said something like, I'm pretty sure Haley's gay. She's like, why would you think that? And my mom's like, I just know. Because my older sister, from like age like 10 to like well into her teenage, like from not even age 10, like age 8 or so, like well into her teenager years, was just obsessed with like going, oh, I like that boy. Oh, I like that boy in this show. And I never did that. Yeah. Pi does agree with you.
so shocked how well the finger thing, like calling a cat bite is doing this.
Yeah.
I'm still so shocked at how well that works. Like she doesn't even have to be looking.
It's so universal too. Like most cats I know react to that. It's probably just like they think you have food when you do that gesture. They just hear the sound of food. Food.
It sounds like it's easier if you do like the money gesture.
Yeah.
Where does the food have come?
Talking about earlier, I'm afraid I'll get demonetized because I'm drawing a butt. Should be fine. It's just a butt. Not safe for work. Technically, it's not. I just keep turning the clipping layer for the liner on and off. That's why it's doing that. I'm sure that looks very confusing to somebody who doesn't know what I'm doing. I've been streaming an hour and a half. How do I do this? Oh! Oh no. Okay. Check this out. Yeah. I love Silas's color palette. Yeah, okay. No. Some condensation got on my tablet. Oh. I was so afraid Silas's goat pupils wouldn't look right. They somehow look okay. It is they. doing the rub her face against everything thing right now. She's gotta do it. Get out of that box. Why? I had a cat that did the same exact thing. She would have a hard time because she had a flat face. She had a hard time scratching her nose and like the nooks and crannies like between her nose. So she would just rub her nose up against boxes, corners, really aggressively. She was so weird. She also would only like lay on things that were the same color as her. And she was like reddish brown, so that worked out. Oh no. Excuse me. Is it hideout? Hideout. Oh. Oh yeah, that's hideout. Hear me. How loud is the music? Where is the music? Turn it up. There we go. Cool. Ooh. No. I can't draw a circle.
Hang on.
That is light rays. You win. You won the prize.
The beast.
Decent. Hang on, let me pause.
No, I don't have it open.
Oh,
Wait, I guess I do. It's not plugged in. I just want to play the bees.
I'm sorry. I will play it. Hang on.
Is it loud? So I have this weird bee thing. I can move it around on an XY pad and make it more bees. Or I could make it more just a chord.
They are talking about bees, yes.
I'm probably gonna get a lot of use out of this.
Bee synth.
Yeah.
Sylvia's just like, bees?
This is bee portal.
Like the Cards Against Humanity card.
Bees?
Bees?
Bees? From Arrested Development.
Yeah. Welcome, Mars. I'm just putting an outfit on Silas. The one outfit they have.
Hello, Mars.
pretty bee-like. I love bees.
Saving this patch. Locking up view portal.
Welcome to bees.
Welcome to bees.
Oh. This makes me want to play Thumper.
No music, just bees.
Head empty. No thoughts. Only bees.
I don't like that phase distortion. So then...
Sylvia says this sounds like what meditation feels like if you sit in it long enough.
Yeah. I like to think of meditation as sort of like trying to make your mind like pest proof. You're trying to like bat away thoughts as if they're like flies.
Yeah.
And it's never like, you never get your head empty. It's just sort of like a batter's cage for just yeeting thoughts that you don't need to pay attention to. So it's like when you're running, if you go running often, like when you first start out, you'll be like really stiff and like breathing really heavy, but like breathing really tight. And then as you keep going, as you do it more often, you can like learn what muscles, like you'll start exhausting yourself, and like eventually the muscles that you're not using will you know, not be tight when you're running, so like you can like loosen up and not like and like do way more because you're not sending like extra energy to like your other muscles. Like thoughts are the same way, and when you meditate, it's like you're learning how to like, you know, keep some things, to send some things back to the void so you can focus on what you want to focus on. Because like if you can focus on nothing, then you can focus on anything.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier for your brain. It strengthens those pathways. It lets your brain know which parts need to be firing and which don't. That's how I feel. I think one limit I want to have with the bees is not building chords with, like, because the intervals have to be spread really far apart because it's so wide, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I just do a normal major chord, it gets lost in the noise, but if I do, then you can hear it.
Yeah.
So like, it's really appropriate for bees to be limited by like sixths and fifths.
Mm-hmm.
Hexagon numbers. So I could make this.
Yeah.
No.
She's yelling at me because it's food time. So I'm thinking about doing another. What's the weather gonna be like on Monday?
One day.
one day. Rain!
Yeah, let's just go to stream in the rain.
That'd be great. And also just sit, like, right next to the roof and just watch the rain as we
Right.
just chat about things. That actually sounds relaxing. It was like joking.
Just sit on the beam.
Yeah, we can just sit on the beam. Watch the rain. Let's see what happens. What kind of things should we talk about for the roof streams? Like, what would you guys like to hear? Just talk about things. I just want it to be like a hangout stream
Yeah.
where 'cause I don't know if I talked about this during stream yet, but part of the reason I wanted to do it is because I was talking about it on Twitter. Like, boy, I'm glad I can still go outside and self-isolate because I have a roof that I could sit on. People are like, man, I want that. I'm like, oh, I can share it with streams. Kind of a way to bring everybody together during these.
Get your virtual vitamin D.
Yeah, get your virtual vitamin D. That's what we could start calling it. Virtual vitamin D. Sure. Invest in a sun lamp or something.
Does that work?
The sun lamp?
Does it give you vitamin D?
No. You can get ones that give you vitamin D, but most of them it's just
take vitamin D.
you can also do that. That's
You
what
just
I was
get
doing.
Vitamins, they're not that expensive.
Virtual D. No.
Virtual D.
We can't say that. Do a rooftop weather report. There, I'm going over stream a little bit because there are some details I wanted to deet. Remember that one time we were talking about Deets nuts?
Yeah, I saw ads for them like a year or so ago. I don't know if they're still a thing.
Yeah, Wayne Radio TV got sponsored by them.
By Deets Nuts?
By Deets Nuts.
Oh my god.
One of his streams. He's really funny when it comes to like sponsorships, like during a stream. It'll be like a 4-hour stream and every once in a while he'll be like, you know what's tasty? Deets Nuts. They're great. They're delicious.
They're just cut up Slim Jim.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're like those little, what are those sausages they have at Lou Perini's that I got one time? Little
The
small.
ones that are on the counter.
They're in that little, where they have the cheese curds.
Oh, right. I don't remember.
They're like, they're just like dried summer sausage little bits.
Not a huge sausage, like big packaged, like sausage fan.
I like summer sausage. I don't really like breakfast sausage. Like when it's all cooked and greasy, I'm like, bleh.
Not a fan of breakfast sausage.
Bratwurst though. Sign me up. Pork is the worst tasting meat in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. It depends on how it's made. I don't like duck. That's one meat I can't really get into. I don't know if I've always just had it prepared weird, but it has this flavor that I just hate. What else should I do for this? I think that's about all we really need. I mean, I can do a little But there's not much to Pliskin. It really isn't. It's just a snake. Just a snake. I like bacon sometimes. Bacon's good. Bacon's good. I feel like bacon by itself is good. Bacon cut into little bits and put into something, amazing. Amazing. It's so good. I've never had rabbit. Talking about meat and making me hungry. Making moon pie hungry. You know what? I think I'm gonna start closing up stream, but before I do that, I need to do like background things. What color should the background be? Probably blue. But if anybody has any questions about anything, Patreon, what have you, now is the time to ask. But like I said, gonna try to open up the NPC cameos. 3 slots on the 9th. I'm going to announce it on Discord first, and if it's anything like what happened with the first NPC round, they're gonna go fast. I know at least one person that really wants it. So if you also really want to be in Mixed Feelings at some point for a short cameo, now is your chance. Oh, okay. Maybe I should do that a darker. Oh. But it's 20 bucks. You are not expected to continuously pay 20 bucks for that tier. You can only, if you want, you can do it once. And I'd be happy. Probably put Silas's name somewhere. Some stats. I'm very glad you got a slot, Cal. Oh, wrong tool. Trying to remember how to spell Silas's last name that I decided on. I think it's Kimaros? Like, you can wait. You got fed late anyway. No. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that. My commissions will open again on the 12th. tour time approaches. That sounds scary. Out of context, I mean. Kind of want to move there. Shh. Color palette. I'll figure out what to put there. I just haven't been playing music this whole time. Hope you enjoyed my clicking. And okay. Is there anything else I have to say? Well, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I might actually do a roof stream on Monday. We'll see what we can talk about. Even if it's raining, we can just do a bean stream.
Yeah.
And that'll be fun. I've only done one so far, but it was enjoyable. It was like 30 minutes of just kind of chilling. And we can just do that again. Short little impromptu. I guess not really impromptu because I'm planning it. But let's go. Thanks for coming. This ref is done. I'm going to be posting it Wednesday. And I don't know about tonight. Maybe tomorrow I'll post a speed draw for this week of the last NPC cameo right now. And I will see you guys Monday. Excited for Roof. Me too.